Alright, welcome back everyone. Here we are, the results of day one. The glue is set in pretty good now, so I'm not going to tear it apart, but I think it turned out fairly well. Got, like I say, a little ragged on the cuts on the outside of the rim, but the actual rim itself in here, I think, looks pretty nice. Window did stay in place with the microscopic amount of glue in the corners there. I'm hoping I'm not supposed to recess that thing, but it's hard to tell from their instructions. Like I say, it seems pretty solid, so I'm pretty pleased with how this thing's going so far. If you're new here, this is what I do. I buy these kits and build them step by step in real time, so you can see all my successes and all my failures, and how I hopefully fix those failures as they come up, inevitably. But today we're going to work on some smaller details, so a bit more challenging, hopefully a bit less, monolithic. I'm not going to do just one thing. I hope I'm going to be able to move back and forth between things, so you won't have to take those big long pauses to wait for glue to dry. We'll need that in a moment. We got that, and starting off with this batch. Okay, so let's see. I'm actually going to need this pretty much right off the bat. What are they calling this? I don't even know what they. The instructions have clearly been sent through a translator. Oh, come back. Okay, so get all these pieces separated a bit. I have to get my tweezers out. I think those are supposed to be holly berries. I'm not sure. Okay, and all right, but I'm going to go ahead and get my drop sheet out, because I'm about to start messing around with some glue. It looks like the instructions are fairly vague, but it appears I need to get out my old school school glue, and we're evidently going to coat this guy in school glue and dunk it in the green stuff to make a bush. New technique I've not heard of before, but it ought to be something. It seems not unreasonable. But let's see, get my tweezers out, and let's see, prop this open maybe. Maybe I should just get one of my cups over here and dump it in. Make it be easier to deal with in the baggie. Okay. I hope. Something just fell down over here and I don't know what it was. Okay. Alright, so actually, this stuff's pretty good, easy to wipe off with my hands, so I'm going to grab get paper towels handy. I'm just going to go 6-year-old method on this, I think. Just blob some on and spin it around and drop it in. Shake and bake. Ricky Bobby, anybody? Alright. Should have wiped my hands off before I did that. Okay. Okay, it's not. Well, it is sticking, but it's not sticking. Okay, that won't take long for that glue to dry, so I'll do my first. Set it aside. And move on to other things, I hope. Let's see, it looks like it's We're supposed to end up putting a little snow on top, so I may just leave that white bit showing to act like that snow. Let's see, maybe actually do a real shake and bake on it. I think I just shook stuff off of it. Okay, well, we'll see how that looks here in a few minutes. Now, this template shows it going on here, but I think maybe we'll use some of this later because we got, I think, room to go side to side on that. If worst comes to worst, I can live with only 3 of these. So I'm gonna, yeah, go back to the B7000 on this. I'm just gonna hit, like I've already been into something with it there. Okay. And oh my god. Hope this didn't. It's not going to show y'all, but I can sort of see through there and no, I'm not putting my glue over my cutouts here, so I just. Alright. Got some glue applied there. So I'm just going to put that on here. So we're gonna give that a minute. Like I say, just like that glue up there, give this a few minutes to dry and stick. I think we're gonna get to something, eventually get to something where I don't have to let it sit around and dry. Let's see here. We're gonna be making. Okay, these guys are supposed to get stacked up. So the needle. Yeah, fits through there. 1, 2. I have something else that's going to require me to let it sit around and dry, but I think we're making progress at least. That's come back here. Put you on. I'm getting a little low on my B7000, I think. Okay. There she goes. Spread some around there. Pop them down onto it and spin them against each other so they'll stick. Hopefully. And then plop you down over there to dry. Hopefully lined up. I think it is still. Oh, wait, I can just remember I can just put the needle down through the middle and pull it out. Okay, maybe I'll just leave the needle in there for a minute. Okay. That one. Okay. I honestly didn't realize that everything was going to go through and let it. Let's see, how's this one? Look, that's not got. I was expecting more green to stick on there. Okay, let's do a second coat. That's not satisfactory. Okay, so good blob. Now the shake and bake. That's more like it. feel better about that one. And I'm supposed to mount it onto one of these dealios. I think I may. You know what? I got this stuff out. I'm going to keep using it. Why not? It's what I had in my hand at the moment, so it should still be good for this sort of thing. Around there. Plop you down on top. Little bits off of that. I think a little more trim work at some point, but I think set you down. You get your, I think it's that all adhered. And I think I'm gonna need some more of this later, so I won't send it far. More bit of it. Okay. Now, ooh, nah, I'll wait on that. Okay, so this is one I'm not understanding. They could have given us wire to do this with, but they gave us twine, rope, whatever, not even. Supposedly, we unwind this, these guys, the strands separated. I had a couple of y'all comment how this is sort of an old style book nook, and it's occurred to me, yeah, that's right. So we're doing much more of the labor to make things. And I think that's a valid comparison. But I think it's a nice challenge from time to time to go back and do the old ways where it's not all basically done for you. I doubt this is going to look as good as some of the Cute Bee or Row-Life ones when it's all said and done. But I think you get a certain feeling of accomplishment when you go through and do things, the hard way. Okay. Now, supposedly, we can intertwine these. I don't know why they just didn't do that originally. They should, I think, go back pretty much. Started, they should pretty much go right back in track with where they were. I missed one. Wrap around there. So retwined them and got a candy cane stick. I don't know about y'all, but I'm amazed that worked. I was not expecting that to be that. I thought I was going to have to do some like braiding or something, plaiting. I think so. Let's see if this one's going to be as cooperative. Can't imagine I get that lucky. Okay, just wrap you around, trying to line up the notches. And there you go. That's a couple of candy cane sticks. They turn them into like real candy canes on the book, but I think I'm going to leave them as candy cane sticks. So I'm going to trim the excess red off here. Excess white off down on this end. Make them even. Stay in there. That pretty well lined up. But, okay. Sometimes it's nice to get a win. Okay, okay, so our bush is getting dried off. Let's check on these. I don't think it's been long enough to Yeah, they seem to be cooperating. We're supposed to make a double stack of those. It's going to end up being like a vase for our little flowery guy here. So let's see how they show it being cut like. Oh, no. Just a touch of white showing left on the here, so there. And it goes down through there. See, when you sit it down, it'll pop it back out, so that'll be okay. I'll let you sort of sit there and keep them aligned, keep that glue going. Oh, you're there. Bush or candy cane. How long is that? This one. Now this. See, I'm more interested in the Christmas tree, although I'm not interested in the Christmas tree because that's going to be another one of those dreaded witches' hats. If you haven't seen my feelings on witches' hats, they're right up there with the accordion bits. Actually, I think they're probably worse than the accordion bits. We're supposed to make a cone, make a Christmas tree out of it. So let's. It feels pretty stable. Let me. I'm going to trim it here. Take that off. I don't know if we need more of that for later, but I'm gonna save it. And we got our one here, so break off at the leaves. Now, in theory, the leaves are supposed to go in our little flowery thing we just did, so we'll use them tonight. Impulse is go down the two straight edges first, then try and cut the curve after. So there. And that's as good a job of cutting as I've ever done on one of these things. And the glue was not supposed to spread over to it, so we should be able to get that. Okay, got our triangle off. Or, not really a triangle, cone-esque shape. There's scraps in the trash. Now, I'm going. Actually, I'll move you out of the way. I'm feeling the. Okay, that leaf. This leaf is just barely on that edge, but I should be able to get 4 of them out of that with some luck. I don't know if I can get 4 into our little planter, but that's. Just that one, try that. Okay, I need to do that over here where you can actually see. I'm not on it. Okay. Okay, I got one off. Missed on this one, so I don't know. Not too bad. Running out of room. Should have left on some excess here to grab it with. Wasn't thinking ahead. That one doesn't look as healthy, I guess. But no way this goes well. I said shoulda, woulda, coulda. Okay, got a couple of wonky leaves here, but I think a couple of them are salvageable. That one looks acceptable. You get the backing off. Looks like it's going to come off. That's a little glue on that one. It's still okay. No, that's not my. Oh, there's a leaf that already separated. Okay. Oops. Gather up my scraps again. Said I was gonna. Alright, so I got those cut out. I'm pretty pleased with that. Excuse me. And let's see. Supposed to. Let me pull our. Is there a bush? I think it's supposed to be like a bush or potted plant or something. I think that suits me. It also says we're supposed to put a little bit of our snow powder on it. So hopefully the glue's not all dried. So maybe sprinkle a little on top and see what happens. I don't think it's stuck. Maybe go in some crevices and whatnot. Yeah, get a little dusting on there. I think that's about as good as I'm going to do. Okay. Now, I guess I should have done that as soon as, while it was still wet from the glue. Hindsight and all that. Okay. Now, do I want to try... I think I want to try and procrastinate on making that tree. So let me grab this doodad again. More centered. Let's see. Supposedly, those leaves go down into the central hole. Maybe I should do that. I don't think I'm going to get them all in there. But I'll put a bit of the old B7000. I can just put a dot on there. Maybe see if I can line. I got a dot down in there, so a little bit more than that maybe. Okay. Now, I'll open one of these and. Okay. I'm a little surprised that actually went in. Nope. Okay. Two of them in there. The skinny one here, this one actually should just pull the bottom off. I think I better cut my losses with 3. I don't think I can get another one. Try and get this reestablished. Okay, down the middle of all of them. Out a little bit. Okay, that's pretty close. Let's see if I can get that tail coming out the bottom. So let's pop you up just a touch. Okay, I'm gonna cut my losses and go with that. Close enough for me. especially for teeny tiny stuff. That's not really my forte. And unfortunately, I guess I have no option but to go ahead and try and do this Christmas tree. So let me actually, I need to grab one more piece, so I'm gonna take a break here and I'll be right back and grab that, and we'll get this done. Alright. Okay. Turns out I had pulled the wrong beads for this part. You're supposed to be using the gold ones. The picture makes it look red. But dry fit. Let's see if I can get a little curve on this. It is paper, it is textured paper. I don't know why I'm bothering to clean off my tweezers at this point. That's the hollow end. Actually, no. Will that help me at all? I'm not sure. Don't think so. No, because it's the wrong angle. Maybe, hang on. I'm not quite going to give up on that. Maybe if I go right down the middle. Get that. I don't think that's going to be it either. No. Oh, it's not. Far off. It's not. I can never get the top to close up. That's my, among other issues here. And this is, I think, the smallest one ever. No, it's not. I take that back. There was one of those. The mini kits did have a little teeny tiny witch's hat. Okay, let me uncurl that and see if it curls the other way better. Maybe I'll block it out, and I don't want, because I dread this stuff so much. I'll bend in it maybe. Have anything? They're remote. These are sort of cone shaped. No, it's not gonna. No. Oh, okay, there was a thought. I'll try this for another minute or two, then I'll figure something else out. Like, how important is this Christmas tree to the decoration of what we're making? Take a peek. Next page. We're not even using it on the next page. Well, I thought the use of this thing was imminent. Not there. No. Did I miss it? Why are we making this thing now? Yeah, I thought... But we might be building a little cabin here pretty quick enough. I thought it was going to be part of the decor. Okay. I think I see it. But I don't see when they put it in place. The big one. Okay, I found this. It's on page 12. We're just on page 7 now. I'm debating. And it's like behind some steps and stuff too, so I may set this aside and give it a try at a later date. Since we're not actually going to be using it. Yep, the decision has just been made. Let me bag this one up. There. Base. Ornaments. When I need you, if I decide to go through with it, there it'll be. Okay. But otherwise, we got our bush and our little red decorative plant. That's all for that page. On to the next one. So, set aside I'm still really pleased with how these things came out. I didn't expect them to fall right back into their own tracks, but they did. So excellent. And now, bring out the next batch of goodies. Let's see here. Should have known that was going to happen with that snow. Okay. I forgot to pull. Just saw some pieces I forgot to pull. You guys over out of the way, I hope. More lamp post bits. Actually, these are lamp post bits too. Let's keep everything together. Delio, door bits, lantern bit, and what's that? And then, oh, y'all can't see any of that stuff. There we go. This is something that's going to be interesting too when we get over to it. A bit of ribbon, which I probably won't use, but there it is. And our first, well, another piece of the cardboard or paper product with the backing. I think I'm going to jump ahead and glue this on because we're going to be hopefully using it pretty quickly to this side because it's smoother. Actually, let me grab. I lost my other one. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I'll use this one and get some scoring on. Doing some folds on this one, so I'll get my scoring on. There's some really extra fine fold lines on here, so I'm going to try get them lined up and get them ready to be folded. Okay. Now we're supposed to, this thing's supposed to get wrapped. Supposed to go 100% coverage on it too, so that's here. Dry fit. Let's see if I can get that pole going. Alright. There. Lined up pretty close. Likewise with that one. Nice. All round coverage. Love it. So, I'm going to start with the old Gorilla Super Glue and anchor this side with my little one with the little tab on the edge there, and then I'll use the B7000 to hold down the rest of it as we work our way around. Shouldn't take much, and this is not near as absorbent as that stuff from last night. So that's regular plywood looking. A smooth, even coat, I hope. Give me a couple of seconds to adjust it. In place. Seems good. Okay, I missed the bottom a little bit, but it's must be pretty flush on the top, so I can trim the bottom off. Need be this. Good. Yeah, that's gonna work. So, now do some $7,000 on here. Just a little light coverage. Don't forget the edges and the corners up here for sure. Good. Looks like good lining up there. Squeegee it with my fingers this time. Everything spread out and this bead through there. And then, well, that didn't stick down, but that'll be alright here in a second. I got a minute. Over here. Okay, looks like still nice and smooth on there. Let's spread it all out from the center, I hope. Might be off just a little on that side. Line it up. There it goes. It cooperated. Yeah, that's surprisingly good. There's a little trimming, just a shade of trimming on here. I think go ahead and knock that out, I bet. A couple of times, take that tiny strip off. missed on that one. That side's far rougher than this side. Okay, there we go. Nice and flush at the bottom. Okay, I think that does it. Cool. Got us a cabin. And wrap up all my glues and then okay. Mainly because I was procrastinating on doing all this other tiny stuff. Yeah, another bit of scoring to do here. That's just to fold that guy in half to make it a double layer. Oops. Some little bitty, teeny tiny Christmas signs. Drop a dab of glue. Clean off my nozzle here. Turn my nozzle blue with shop towels. Get all the excess off there. Okay. Okay, so like I was saying, just a drop of glue in the middle. Spread you around. Probably too much of it, but we'll deal with that later. Let's smush it out and wreck it. Set aside to dry. Now I got glue and trash all over it. They're outside signs, so they should be a little rough. We'll call that weathering. Okay. Now, what we're gonna work on. Okay, got us a lantern to build. And I needed to put my wire, black wire if I can get a hold of it here. Okay. And just to be supposedly 2 centimeters of this wire. Cap on my glue again. So there. Okay. Now one end goes into that bead. That's good. And then this one, other end goes in here. And through this bead. Bend it over like so. Alright. Now, the tricky bit, I think is going to be getting it to stay together. If I can get just a drop of the glue on the end of the hole in it. There. There. It moved. That was totally going to work perfectly too. Okay. You got it on there, wrapped around there. And swirl you. It's holding on to me naturally. Okay. And evidently this is not supposed to be that long. Let's see. Looks like I'm going to trim the other end off, but we're going to put dab of glue right there. A little more than that. Not much of a dab. Drop our copper colored, brass colored bead on there. I said drop on there. You've already been on once. Well, you're not cooperating with me. Quit being obstinate. There it goes. Okay. Go flush with that. That's evidently about where I'm going to cut it off, but I'm going to let that, if I ever get my tweezers to let go of it, that's where I'll cut it off there. Once I get, I don't want to go with me. Okay. I finally was able to drop it. Cool. Let that glue set up. Okay. Now, what do I want to work on next? I want something less headachy. I'm going to do the door, because I think I can do it relatively easily. Famous last words. Okay, where's my... Okay. Tweezers ready to go. So this is our doorknob. Yeah, you'll go there for now. I'm going to go to one piece of wood. It's supposed to be sort of angled like so. Like that. And one of them is supposed to be like flat. So, oh no, angled like this way. Okay, so back to the old Gorilla Super Glue for this one, I think. Just because I can use it without getting my hand stuck to everything. Okay, so one strip. Actually, I'm just going to put them both in one puddle. Up there. Angle there. Okay. Does that top will stick? Yeah. Okay. Now, unfortunately, I think I need a little more substance of glue to get the doorknob on. So let's doorknob. It's gonna be right. Drop right there. And you drop it in there. And just push you over into it. Okay. Door completed, so that's, I'm going to call that a successful venture. Let's get you up there on our drying area. Now, got us, what's this? Okay, got a little bit, it's going to end up being like a balcony. That's these 4 guys. Let's get my right angle jig out. So this is going to be standing up in the back. This goes and up next to it there. This is our floor. And that's the other end. That's those 3 are supposed to go, then we'll cap it with that. That seems doable. Okay. And it does. That was, let's make sure I'm doing that. Yeah. Okay, so this goes to the inside. Okay, so this is the base, and that goes onto the base. Okay. Did you stand? Okay, so that's a job for Gorilla Super Glue if I've ever seen one. I can get little enough of it on our brush here. Just want to barely touch it. And then we'll have to go in on the side. So, that did not line up very good. Try again. Try it by freehand this time, see if that's any better. I can't imagine it would be. A little bend on it there, but I don't think it's going to break. Okay. Slightly better. I think it's a little crooked this time, but now this guy's going to go in there. I think I will go back to trying to do this a little more. That should be okay in there. I think I can get pressure down and back on both, going both directions. So you there. Down and back. Picked up some schmutz there, but that's gonna be okay. It's in the back. Now, go in here. Okay. Here you go. little glue I can get in this. Here and there. Looks like it's got to be a little crooked on this one too. There we go, got our balcony going. This is the side we're really going to see anyway, so that's, in theory it's going to be obscured. Alright, let me take a little break, download this stuff, see where I'm at time wise, and then I'll be right back. Okay, hadn't quite hit the hour mark yet, so I'll keep going, see how far we can make it. Supposedly, they're supposed to make 3 rings with these things. I just wound them all up at one. But supposedly we're going to make some wreaths with these. So let me get, let's see. If I can get this oriented correctly, I'm going to make, hopefully, that right there. Lost my, okay. Give us a ring. And I'm pretty sure this is what I use for my, okay. I say supposedly because I have very low expectations here, because it literally is making a wreath with these things, the best I can tell. Let's see. Okay, that's not going to make a very good wreath. I did this as an art not an art project, but a project for something when I was in high school, but on a much larger scale than that. Just need some, a couple of the red ones out maybe. I say, this seems very, very dubious to me. But in principle I understand, so let's find out what happens. Okay, so grab you, and actually let me use this guy. See if I can grab it by the break there. And you're off. Nope. Okay. Don't think I'm going to be able to do this, but I'm going to make the effort. I can find, there. A couple rubber bands here to lock the pliers in. And as I understand, principle what they want me to do. I just don't think it's. Wait a second, I had another loop. just pull it out, I think. Yes. Okay. That one wouldn't work. I don't stick H3 and H4 dry flowers around the iron wire. Do they mean just stick? Means glue. So maybe some actual tiny bits off of there. The stem out of it. Let's see here. Let's see if we can get some wreath-like action here. Let's see, a little stem action there. Yes. I've never done anything even remotely similar to this, so I'm at a bit of a loss on this scale anyway. I'm trying to think. Do I have any? I've got a plan B if I can't make this work, but let's give this one more shot. So maybe I'm supposed to just gather these guys up. Will they withstand being twisted together? A little bit. I don't know what they're. I do not. I can't figure this out. I'm sort of. There's not enough structure there in this, and the stems are going to be too stiff to. They are really stout, so they won't. That would be what I'd use on a larger scale. So I don't think that's going to work. So plan B. I have some leftover tinsel from my bookends. Last project, so let's just make a similar. I'll just make tinsel wreaths. Okay. We got the break. Right. No, that's no fuss, just a wreath. And the same thing on that, and I got one more left. One of those stretch left. That should be enough to make. We're supposed to make 3 of these, so or 3 of those. But like I say, that's going to be my solution to that issue. Alright, so stick you over with our other pieces and do a quick check-in on. Okay, so that focus on that came together okay. That suits me. And a little snow-dusted bush. See, doesn't look as good as theirs, but I think that'll do the trick. Balcony is still stable. Okay. And our door. Looks like a door. That works. There's our candy cane sticks. Also doing good. There's our lamp looking. Yeah, that ought to be good. Like I say, I'm just going to trim excess off back here behind our lead. That makes that. And we got still got some visible glue strings there. And what else did I do today? I guess is that all I've done? Okay, that's a little disappointing. Oh, and our cabin. That was pretty much, there's no change there. Okay. So, I gather up this stuff. And into a cup. Get you in the trash after a while. Alright, so now let's work on some old-timey street lamps. A couple of those in. Okay. Now, I considered painting the edge over here, but I don't think my yellow paint would cover the black. So I decided against it, but I think I should at least try and see how it looks. I think it'll soak in. It might do something. Let's find out. Don't want to at least not give it an effort. Okay, it actually, yeah, I did a better job than I thought it was going to. I didn't think it'd show up at all. I thought it is absorbing right in too, but still a good accent piece. I'm gonna, yeah, hit those with that. Probably not even gonna try and go full coverage, just a little extra detail in there. Sort of hopefully increase the illusion. Oh. Okay. Now, these are our posts, and they're supposed to go into those beads. And they do fit. Okay, so that's good. I'll do that last. Oh, this is where two of our wreaths also end up as decorations to our lamp posts. Okay. Looks like, yeah, I'll do this and call it a night, because there's nothing, still a lot to do before I can get to any real structure on our cabin. So I guess, yeah. Yeah, I got one other little thing I might try, but right now, see how good or bad this goes, and we'll decide whether I'm going to continue. Like I say, I got one little tiny detail left to do. In place here, just ever so slight. not silhouette, lamp face. Okay. I'm just going to glue it to the paper here, but I'm going to try. I think it'll be alright. Yeah. I like this B7000, but there are these little invisible strings that go everywhere. They grab all the tiny pieces is the only downside I've found to it. I mean, dries fast, dries clear, but like I said, these little strings, you never see them until they start yanking everything around. Okay. Alright. Those. I don't know if you can see, but there's excess on the edges there, so I am gonna let that dry. Put this on the plastic over here, and hopefully it won't stick too bad. I'm gonna just knock that one off center. Alright, let's see, let that get dried. And we will come back to these guys momentarily, but while I'm letting that do its thing, I will do that other little tiny project I was thinking about. I think this will be good. I think I can do this in this time frame. Got little signs that we glued together a minute ago. I'm supposed to cut them out and put them and make us some loops and hang on the back of these signs. So let's see how this goes. Up. Okay. Is it gonna focus on maybe? Yeah. I'm sure I wants the tight quarters on these signs. Mm-hmm. Okay. Not bad. Isn't straight edges, so that should be easier in theory. And now on it's all curves. Okay. Actually, not too bad. Get you up and trash. And now, this might. Still a little bit. This may be a good time for the Bondic to come back. So there's not load bearing or anything, but this will be. What I'm supposed to do is turn these over. And these guys. Ooh, yeah. That's maybe too much diameter. Let's see that. Yeah, it's too wide. Need a little narrower than that. There we go. Here's the narrowest bit of the handle. Yeah, that should work. What we got going on here, so I can. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna. You're supposed to stay on the actual end there, so I can snag it. And now, I think the trick is going to be hold you down and lead the Bondic along there into double thick bead. Get back on. Plop you guys down into the Bondic and then hit it with the UV. A little bit more to make sure. Okay. And we got us a little sign. Alright. Excellent. And I hope I'm supposed to do that with all these. It only shows it on one. But if not, we'll have decorations for all three. It actually shows it on this one. So maybe I shouldn't be doing these other two. But que sera, sera. Yeah, so now I'm having doubts. Yep, I just found. Yeah, it's only for the red one. But I can make the one for Merry Christmas work too. I think I've got room for that. Yeah, so I'm not going to undo it. I am going to skip it on the 308. Wide enough, yeah, barely. Oops. Get you loaded in there. Now, I've got room for a double bead on this one, so back and forth a couple of times. Sure, I got in on that left side over there. It was awful tight. I think I'm going to run another bead over top of that just to make sure. I don't think it's going to be structural or anything, but won't hurt to have it on there. Just a dab on that end, since I'm here. I do have the actual, there's a lock it on button too there. Okay, that should be good on that. Seems pretty stable, so I'll set you there, you up there, and you up there, because those teeny tiny pieces will be easy to lose. Okay, now I guess actually I am down to just our little street lights. Didn't need that. I'll put you back in my wired bowl, and we'll see how this stuff works out. Let's see, I think gotta be super glue on this. I am disappointed. I was right on the lines, and they're off on both sides, so it's not me, it's them. And there is, actually, I just noticed, actually, it'll focus, there are actual lines on there, so you just gotta go, there's actually a little lump there. Can I get, okay, let's see if I can get my knife in there. That's just gonna bug me if I don't try and fix it. Okay. Yeah. Looks like I'm squeezing out more glue as we do it too. Okay. I'm not going to try on the top because it's so curvy. I do have a little more notch right here. This side. Okay. Let's see if I can get one to stick on the end there. Not sure about this one. Let's see, let's get a good, nice even coat on the end there, I hope. Do it straight and flat for 10 seconds. 12 seconds maybe. A lot of pressure. It's not. It's wanting to be wobbly, so I'm going to leave it upright. Let gravity do a little work here for me. Just let it sit over there like so. I go to work on this other one. Here. Little doodads out of the way here for the moment. This one seems a little better as far as excess goes. Unless I picked up the wrong one and glued it on the other side. No, it looks okay. This just must, luck of the draw, worked out better. Got a little here on this edge. Okay. Back to the old Gorilla Super Glue. Actually, you know what? Okay, I just got an idea for our little decoration here. It's supposed to go at the bottom of our post. Let's see here, get you wind and press. And I'm pushing the cover off the light. I can see it going down. I sort of knew that was going to happen. Push it back up. This one's evidently not as dry as the other one. Have it on the sides and the back. Okay. Some luck. Swing on this side without that one falling out. You can see they're both very wobbly. Let me got the Bondic here. Let's put a little reinforcement in there. I think it would hold it, but I can act as a straightener maybe. I don't knock it off before it. Yes, that's actually. I don't think it's bonding it, but it holds it. It's gonna create a rigid thing to hold it straight up and down, so maybe the glue will have a chance to do its thing. This one's, I think it's okay. But these are supposed to go at the base of our thing, so let's, if I can't, put a drop of glue either side. And that one's escaping. Up and down on it. I don't think so. No, that's not going to work tonight. You have to let that glue dry first. Alright. I'm going to call it this. I'm well over that hour-and-a-half mark, so I'm going to definitely have to call it tonight. I'm not sure about these, if they're going to survive. If they're straight enough. But we're making progress. Get my new tray of tiny pieces here. Quick inventory of the little guys. Got that. 3 of my substitute wreaths. that, and that. There's that going again. Got a little potted bush. Our candy cane sticks. Whatever this red potted plant is. Will eventually be the balcony. Door. Outdoor light. Couple of signs. And address. And of course our street lamps, which I'm not going to put in there yet. They should be okay tomorrow. It's one of those days where it feels like I didn't. This doesn't look like an hour and a half's worth of work, does it? But we know what it is. But in the meantime, folks, I think this gone on far long enough. Well, long enough, whatever the phrase is. I'm getting a little punchy. It's been a while. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share. Do whatever you want to with all of that. Be good to one another. Stay safe. And I'll see you next time.